Hello friends, this is A.B. Ramna. Today we'll be covering a new topic on Transfer Property Act. This is 110, exclusion of day on which term commences. As usual, my presentation are by section wise so that it becomes easier for you. This section is for your reference. Let me straight away go to the explanation part. Explanation part is while you compute when the agreement of lease is made and the commencement date is written, the date of commencement will be not be considered. When the date is mentioned, when the agreement will start. In calculating the lease period, the date on which you when agreement commences, the agreement starts, that date will not be considered. And in case you omit to mention a date, that is day on which you make the lease, that will be taken into consideration. That date will not be taken for calculation. And it happens to be a year-to-year lease. In such cases, it is called anniversary lease. For example, when the lease is made on 20 January 2020, the first lease year period will be 19 January 2021. This is called yearly anniversary lease or yearly lease. And in case the lease agreement omits to mention how the lease will be terminated, then the choice lies in the hand of lessee. This is what 110 speaks about. Then the next important topic, both from day-to-day life and from examination point of view, is 111 determination of lease. As usual, this section is given for your reference and it has got 8 grounds on which a lease can be terminated. I will not read this section. This section is for your reference. You can just go through the section. The explanation part is effects of time. When you enter into an agreement of lease, you must have mentioned a time, date, and when the lease will come to an end. The moment the time expires, the time period is over, date has come, the lease comes to an end. Condition happening of an event. If a person is given lease for a particular period or and happening of that particular event, lease will come to an end. For example, if a person is employed in some service and he is given accommodation on retirement or person taking voluntary retirement, or if he is retired for some he is removed from service, automatically on happening of the event the lease will come to an end. Or it may be a case where a lease is given to a person with the condition that if a person gets married in the house, the lesser's relation gets married in the house, the lease will come to an end. On marriage in the house, lease will come to an end. Termination of interest, that is, lesser's interest terminates. Lesser's interest terminates in the property. The lease will come to an end. Interest of lesser and lessee gets vested in one person. That is, the smaller interest gets converted into a bigger interest. Then the lease will come to an end. Express surrender. When the lessee surrenders the property to the lessor, the interest of the lessee will come to an end. Implied surrender. When the lessee is in the premises, he gives the property to the other person. That is, he sublets the premises and the subtenant gives the rent to the lessor, that is the original lessor, and lessor accepts the rent from the subtenant. There is an implied surrender of lease. The first lease has come to an end. Breach of condition, set up his interest or insolvent. In case there is a in an agreement of lease, the tenant or lessee commits a breach of condition, lease will come to an end. Or lessee tries to set up a interest in the premises, interest in the property. The lessor has all the right to terminate his interest. Or lessee has become insolvent. In such cases also, lease will come to an end. In all such cases, the lessor has to issue a notice and re-enter upon the premises. Or it may be a case where the lessor and lessee, or the case as the case may be, may just express their intention and issue a notice that they want to vacate the premises or evict the tenant. In such cases, also, a lease will come to an end. These are the 8 grounds on which the lease will be terminated. So I hope the explanation part is clear, and this point, make it make it a note so that it becomes easier for you from both from the examination point of view and day-to-day life. Thank you.